Renaissance Gold Mine program.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm actually just getting started in real estate. I'm kind of new.
Okay. All right. I understand. So let me go through the email that I got. Understand that you have you want a review of your past tax returns. So I'm not understanding whether you're saying you're going through an audit or you want us to do the audit for you, 2010, 2011, and 2012.
Okay. I have not filed for 2014. I know that it's due this month.
Mm-hmm.
So either I do it and you can review it, or do you want to do it? And then you just review the last three prior to that. I
It's
wasn't
up.
sure
It's
how.
it's up to you. It's whatever you're comfortable with. We'll get into the details later. In terms of 14, what about is 13 filed? Because I don't see that listed anywhere on here.
Okay, so you're talking about 2014?
No, I know we need to file 2014. It's 2013 already filed.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay,
And
so
I
you
was supposed to get a refund, but it turns out the IRS kept my money because they said I still owed money from the 2010 tax return. But the 2010 tax return was amended and it shouldn't have cost me any more money. So they
okay?
took me that I thought they shouldn't have.
Did you get any notice on the 2010?
Mm,
You got a notice of audit adjustment,
yes.
and
I was
then you
a
filed an
couple of months.
amended return.
Yes.
Okay, and do you know whether they got that amended return?
Um, they should have. It was electronic and the CPA I was using sent it in. He's the one that did the amended return. I didn't put anything.
Amended returns cannot be filed electronically. Should have been mailed in. So
Oh,
if you're saying they did it electronically, it may not have gotten there because you can only um, do paper returns and amended. Amendeds cannot be filed electronically. So we need to look into that to make sure that they did receive the 2010 tax
oh,
return. Yeah.
yeah, like, no, yes,
Did you get a copy of that amended return?
yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so what it looks
that's,
like you would need to send us a copy of the original returns for
okay,
2010 through 2013, the audit
okay.
adjustment that was made, the amended return for 2010, and then your 2014 tax documents, because it's usually better to look at everything together rather than piecemeal because one year may affect the other. And then we just handle it that way.
I agree, and that's why I waited and didn't do anything until we spoke to
Yeah,
see
that's
what the recommendation was.
yeah, that's good. You made the right decision. Um, so tell me a little bit more about what you're doing. I see that you just started in real estate. You have some education. Have you done any deals? How does 2014 look like and what's going on in 2015?
2015, I started doing, I started getting my education in May, no, actually, later part of April and May of this year. Because I had tried other marketing companies
Mm-hmm.
for diet and, um, you know, different multi-level marketing companies.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really find that it was a good fit, but real estate really interested me. So I went ahead and got some mentoring, got some education, and I'm still educating myself. There's just so much to know. There's just so much. And so on thousands of dollars in education expenses. I have not done a deal yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have sent out my first marketing campaign last week to solicit buyers. And then I'm going to be sending out my seller campaign this week.
Okay.
And we'll see. I mean, it's like 280 mailings for the buyers, probably equal for the sellers.
Okay.
But that's where I am right now. I have not done a deal yet, but I'm hoping that it's going to happen this year.
Okay. Do you have an entity registered?
Yes, I did create an LLC in June
Of 15 or 14?
of this year. Yeah, I mean, I was doing some business, but I didn't have an LLC until this year.
Okay. Is it a single member or multi-member?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. I told the lawyer that I wanted an LLC, and that my son was going to be partnering with me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I read the operating agreement, it seemed like it was just me as
Okay.
the manager. Now, I know that Al says you should have an LLC as a partnership.
Yeah.
And he highly suggested that it be incorporated in Wyoming. But when I did it with the lawyer, we did it in Colorado.
Where do you live?
I live in the northern county of San Diego.
Oh, in California?
San Diego. In California.
So why did he do Colorado? Is he a Colorado attorney?
Yes.
That probably explains it.
Yeah, and he's also acting as my registered agent there.
Yeah, that's probably why he messed you up. Yeah, that's why. Well, we'll try to find a way to do a restructuring and get all that fixed, because technically it should have been registered either in Wyoming or in the state where you're doing business, which is what I prefer. I know Al and I have a difference of opinion on that, but usually, I mean, we agree to disagree. But Wyoming has its benefits, but also having the entity registered in the state where you're located or where you'll be doing business is important as well. Not sure why this guy did a Colorado. It really doesn't make any kind of sense at all. But we will review everything that you have and then, come up with a strategy on how to fix going forward.
Oh, and let me explain too. I am working on some real estate. Well, I'm going to be working real estate deals in the Denver area.
Okay.
So I do have an interest in Colorado.
Okay.
But I'm also doing deals here in my backyard, which is the Escondido, San Marcos, where I live.
Okay.
So I've got two states that I'm kind of trying to get into.
Okay. So, pretty much, let me just give you a rundown about what we do. We are the Wealth Building CPA firm. We provide an integrated approach to wealth building. What that means is, we act as your one-stop shop for every service that you're going to need as an investor. With what you just experienced, where, with going to an attorney, they do one thing, then if you go to a coach, they tell you something else, and when you come to a CPA, they're telling you something else, and then when you're out there in the real world, and so, sometimes these kind of counsel that you get ends up being confusing. Not that anybody is lying, but it's not integrated advice. And so what we do for real estate investors is to provide an integrated wealth building program that takes into account all aspects, the tax preparation aspect, tax planning aspect, tax savings aspect. We also take into account the legal aspect, asset protection. Also take into account the state where you're doing business. We also offer business meetings. We do financial planning, retirement planning, year-end tax planning, which is critical for you. Where we tell our clients that April 15th is the tax filing deadline, but December 31st is your tax savings deadline. So whatever we don't put in place by November, December, we're pretty much just reporting. So in a nutshell, those are services that we offer to real estate investors. A lot of ALF clients are on this program, and I guess that's why Janine wanted you to talk with us. So I think we have a lot of things that we could offer you and help you, kind of get things straightened out and put you on the right path to building your wealth.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. I noticed that when I saw Al's presentation, that he mentioned he had a slide in there for an attorney who, praised him for all this work that he has done. That attorney's the one that did my LLC.
Is that Bill?
Yes, without me knowing that he was already associated or at least familiar with Al's program. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, maybe probably the reason why he did the Colorado was because you told him you were planning to do business in Colorado, but usually I'll start out with the state where you're located and then take it from there, especially if you're going to be in different states. But we just need to restructure it in such a way where it covers everything that you're planning to do in real estate. The standard, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. No, you go ahead.
The standard wealth building program is $29.95. We offer it as a discount to our students, so you'll get it at $24.95. That covers all of our services for the year. And then once I review the 2010 through 2013 tax returns, depending on what needs to be done, we'll give you a separate quote for that, or we'll just throw that in with the package, depending on the amount of work that needs to be done to get the 2010 caught up and that 2013 refund released.
Okay, because when I bought this package, it included the past reviews.
Yeah, we will do the review, but if there's something that needs to be done, like when it comes to the implementation, that there may be a separate fee. So the review, we throw that in with the wealth building package, but if we find something that needs to be fixed or where we need to deal with the IRS or, file, like in this case, where there's a possibility that that amended return was not filed and it needs to be filed, then we're now in the implementation stage, then there's going to be a separate fee for implementation.
Okay, I understand.
All right, so John, do you have any other questions for her, or?
Yes, Josie, I know we're going to take a look at the returns from the previous years, but what do you do now for income? What do you do right now?
Nothing. I mean, other than educating myself and, starting to implement the marketing for the real estate. I have no income.
So where has your income been coming from, or did you just recently stop working? Where was your 2010 through 2013 income coming from?
Oh, I was working at a software company in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
But as of May this year, I have not been working.
Okay. So as far as the timetable for you, how soon are you looking to get this ball rolling?
Well, I need to file the 2014, so I need right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so here's how this is going to work going forward. We're going to send you an email with a registration form and the different options. With the $29.95 and $500 discount, the total package is going to be $24.95. Or you can just pick a few of the services that you want us to provide now, starting today. Complete that form and send it back, and we'll get this started for you right away.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have all your 2014 paperwork ready?
Yeah, it's not that complicated. I only had a W-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, W-2 plus your list of business expenses.
Yes, exactly, and just education expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started actually going to school in November last year, so there was education started in November.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really wanting not to be considered a dealer, but an investor.
Okay.
For the sake of saving taxes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll review all that and then see what's possible.
Okay. Do you also provide law-proofing my LLC? Lawsuit-proofing my LLC?
Sorry, say that again.
Okay. Asset protection, do you do that?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. Because I want to make sure that I am lawsuit-proof.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it will be a matter of reviewing the operating agreement that you have, the way the entity was set up. All of that will come when we review the entity formation documents.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. How quickly do you think you want to make a decision? Is it something that we should be hearing from you tomorrow to let us know? Because if we have to meet the October 15 deadline, that means we need your documents ASAP.
I know. And that, yeah, you do. That, or I create them and you review them. But if it's easier just to send them to you, then I'm okay with that too.
I would have said it would, you could prepare it and review it, but considering that you have business expenses and you didn't really generate any income, we do need some strategies around that. So I think it's probably more efficient that we handle everything, because even if I had to create those strategies, to ask you to go implement that on the tax return may be a little burdensome, simply because there's a level of expertise that's needed to get that done.
Yeah. All right.
So what I'll do, why don't I have the AR department go ahead and send you out this email immediately so that you have it now. If you're able to respond before the close of business today, that would be wonderful, so that whatever documents we have in hand, we can get started. Otherwise, whenever you send it, we get started. It's just that because this is the first time I'm working with you and I need to review 4 years of tax returns in addition to the 2014 data entry, I like to get started as soon as possible.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And I could, FedEx, whatever it is that you need. So if you have a list for me, I know you've already given me.
Yeah, or you can, if there are things, I don't know if you have copies of your returns saved. If you have them saved electronically, you can upload them to a Dropbox or email them to us, whatever works, or fax.
I wish I had them electronic.
You don't? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that means you'll need to do an overnight probably by today so that we can get it by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and get this out to you, and we look forward to working with you. Let me just confirm your email address is josie.ferrer, Ferrer, @att.net.
Yes.
Okay. So we will go ahead and get this out to you immediately, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, have a great day.
Nice talking to you.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.